It's a quick demo of the 48 cell LTO mod with the 48 plus 48 volt added to the IGBT predriver HV input. There's a little device there. Have the BCM fooler here. It's 20k fooler. This all has 48 volts added to its positive. So the car is turned on now. So I'm going to try and measure the voltages just to show you what's what. Got a little display here. I'm trying to short anything out. So the BCM fooler voltage is so that's the BCM fooler voltage. That's what the car is seeing on the MCM HV input and the BCM tapped input. And if we go over to the other looper, this is what the car is seeing on the IGBT predriver input, so you'll see they're very close voltage wise. So the car's quite happy to accept that. Starts and runs normally, so I'll show you that. So I'm in the car now, so there's no IMA errors. Start it up. So it's quite happy to start, as you saw there. So driving with those voltages follow the battery voltage because they are added to the actual battery voltage. So that's both for the IGBT predriver HV input, which then becomes the V pin later, and the MCM HV input and the BCM tap input. I'll just start up the OBD2 CNC gauge, and then I'll show you what happens when we try to command some assist, etc. So I'll just make sure the flags are all cleared, turn off any regen. No regen now, and the state of charge is coming up to 25. Okay, so now we'll look at the OBD2 CNC LTO display. So this has been working fine. You can see the voltages here of the cells just statically. They're pretty close, within about 20-25 millivolts of each other. So that bodes well for balancing. So the results of the sort of short test drive were that the dead zone was still there. So that hasn't disappeared. So that seems to me to suggest that the MCM is probably responsible for that in some way. Not quite sure how. We know that if you fake the voltage, or when the voltage of the system is at 120 volts under load, the current it allows is much higher. Obviously the voltage at the moment is quite high because I've got it faked at 166 volts or whatever. So what I think I'm probably going to implement is a 120 volts switched hack for when the system is under more than a certain amount of load, or wide open throttle or whatever. Then it will switch to a fixed 120 volt input for all the HV and voltage sensing inputs, so the car thinks it's 120 volts. And that should force it to give maximum current. And then we'll have a sort of like a baseline for what the car will actually provide at the various revs. Anyway, so if I rev it up again like I was doing before, so if I'm going to command maximum assist now, there is a very high initial surge. Anything under sort of 1000 RPM you'll get over 100 amps, but then once it gets into that dead zone, then there's nothing. So you can see it's stuck now at about 2000 RPM as we had before, 29 amps. So I'll command maximum assist again. So you get that initial high peak of current, which you may be able to hear, and it revs up quickly, and then it drops away. I'm afraid the OBDC gauge isn't quick enough to catch that, but you do get over 100 amps or more at about 1000 RPM. And it drops away, and then you get stuck in the dead zone. So if I increase the rev slowly, it actually gets lower and lower. The lowest is about 2.2, something like that. And if I go farther than that, then away we go, and off it goes. Revs up to the max. Regen is very lively, so I'll command some regen. Put some revs on first. AC 87, 88 amps of regen there. And if I let that fall away, it will stall the car. There we go. So that's where we are.